Hello, my name is Scott for SP Gaming. We're back here in Fallout 4, and in the last episode we got the molecular relay signal interceptor up and running. I'm just standing back here because when I was over there, Tinker Tom was very persistent about me stepping on the platform, and I wanted to not be distracted constantly by that. And Deacon had something to say, but it was not a whole lot. Anyway, I see that, yep, Desdemona's out here.
Desdemona.
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, we need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
Patriot?
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
Okay. I can't risk that. I need to find my son.
How can I contact him if you know nothing about him?
Patriot devised a method to communicate with us one way. The plan hinges on us using this method to close the loop and contact him back.
Okay. Well, it's not much to go on.
That's not much to go on. I might not be able to find him.
You have to try. Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Alright. Yeah,
Bring
sure.
it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Booting up the scan sequence. The signal's still intensifying.
Alright, well. And, yep, we cannot move.
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths, about the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RF. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
Completed the molecular level. Alright, so this is one of their transporters. And there is no one around. Okay. Well. Emergency relay button. View access log. Recent access. Validation. X34 VR. X657. Error signal rerouted. Well. Oh. Let's load. Network scanner. Transmitting TT Tom key. Symmetric key found. Handshake successful. Command. Message from Tom. The Big D demanded the tutorial be included, so here it is. Short version, plug this into any Institute terminal and copy the message. Long version, Patriot's been sending us short-coded messages for years using an evil little encryption scheme. It was a bitch and a half to reverse engineer. Patriot's got skill, but I nailed it. Put this holotape on any Institute terminal, and it'll deliver a gift-wrapped message straight to Patriot. You're going into the belly of the beast, friend. Don't trust anything. TT out. Okay. Initiate network scan. Network link established. Scan complete. Copy encrypted message. Read Patriot's reply. Copy message. Detected foreign program. Holotape hijack. Copying urgent reply from terminal. Copy complete. Read urgent reply 001. Acknowledged. Meet at the Advanced Systems Maintenance Room. Meet Patriot. Now here's a question. Let's pull the holotape. Now. Where are we going? Underground, undercover. Meet Patriot. If we take a look at the map, yep, we're underneath the. Alright, so over there, so that is. Alright.
Hello.
Father?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Started institutionalized. Enter the elevator. Well, look at this.
Jammed.
Oh, that's not accessible. Well. Is there anything over here? Not really. So, I guess we aren't meeting Patriot. And there's no welcoming committee, so that's something. So the only option for us is to meet Father.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Okay.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah, I am. After 130 something episodes. But that's not important. Okay. This is very Star Trek-ish.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Okay. Sean, is that really you? I've been looking for you for so long.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Where is everyone?
Sean? Where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Okay.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
That's your name, your title. This is... I could kill you right here, right now. It's real Sean.
Father? That's your name, your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where's my son?
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am...
Okay.
your son.
How is that even possible? Well, we don't know when Sean was taken, so it could very well be true. He could be older than us.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now it's Lita.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you? Yeah, does make sense. It wasn't right.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths, really. I think I see where this is going. So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this
True.
wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time. 6 years, so much time wasted. I don't believe you. Why could this not be true?
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please.
So is
Anything I
Sean
can
an
do to
actual
help you
synth,
understand.
or just Kellogg? He worked for you. Your mother, she never got to see you grow up. I don't want to hear anymore right now.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway. I'm still trying to figure out the time frame of him taking Sean 60 years ago, and then
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
there's some loose bit of thread there that I'm not quite sure about, but
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum.
like how
The
long?
Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Okay, so what I'm trying to wrap my head around is the fact that Kellogg, in his memories had Sean, who would have been 10 years old, and then the Courser took him. Was that actually
I hope you're
the
not
Sean
too overwhelmed.
kid, the synth kid that he had? Because how long was he at Fort Hagen for before we came by? Because that seems relatively recently, but that kid that Kellogg had in his place in his memories couldn't have been the real Sean. Because that was like 60 years ago. Or 50 years ago.
Are you following?
Yeah. Your mother, she never... So you're in charge of the
So
Institute.
you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But director, why you? They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least. They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute. Doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Yeah, because she didn't want to give you up.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here in the Institute. Maybe I don't know. So much to take in. I won't be part of this. I can't.
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people, everything they've done? I don't know what to do. Institute has done some horrible things. Things are pretty terrible up there.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Map updated. Meet the division leaders. So, this is where we are right now. Assuming that's the... Okay, well...
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
And you're a synth. Okay, well... I might just wander around this place. It's nice and clean. Whoa. Microphone activate. Well, let's just take a wander around. We've infiltrated them. Now the question is, where is the underground? He's in that direction. Yeah, this is a pretty nice place. Alright about this.
Hold it right there.
Is there a problem?
Routine security check. See anything suspicious lately?
Suspicious? What do you mean by suspicious?
I mean, like dodging my questions.
No. Nothing to report, sir. If I see something, I'll be sure to come right to you.
You do that. I'd hate to find your name on a repurpose list.
What was that? Alright, so this goes up here. Alright, let's head downstairs.
I've heard stories. The surface sure sounds scary.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
Depends on what you consider wonderful. Clean floors, probably very little radiation. You know, not
almost done.
that actually bad.
Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Hey there.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Okay.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
Well, apparently they use caps. Experiment 18A. It's a plasma rifle with has a 25 faster fire rate and 15% faster reload. Alright. Mark II synth helmet. Mark III synth chest piece. Mark III synth right arm. Okay, well, I did some time ago spend some of my caps on a power armor frame, so I have a few less.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Okay. Alright, so that was the elevator I came down. This is definitely impressive. Robotics, bioscience.
Gotta find the terminal.
Well, let's look for duds. Alright, so it looks like we just have one option, which is stretching.
I'm through.
Remote door control. Open door. And well, fusion cells, cauterizer. I see. Alright, well, at this point I think I'm going to take a break here, and then we'll continue off in the next episode with more Fallout 4, exploring, of course, this place. I just wanted to get a feel of this place, and yeah, from there we'll continue off and see more of the Institute and figure out exactly what direction we want to take this, because, you know, I kind of like this place. Maybe not some of the stuff that they do. Maybe being involved, we could maybe sway the Institute to actually help the above world. Anyway, at this point, I'd like to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SP Gaming, and as always, have a good day.